What is up, YouTube? It's your boy VWalk71 replaced today with the 4, and I got my WWE SummerSlam 2014 review. And guys, I know you haven't seen me made a video in over probably 3 weeks. I've been busy with a lot of stuff with football practice, getting ready for high school. I start high school tomorrow, but this video might be out on Monday, so I probably already started high school, which means go look anyway. But 2014 WWE SummerSlam, and the main event, man, I had higher expectations for it. But all right, let's get this review started. So first, we're gonna start like we always do with the pre-show, which was the match. I didn't even know till actually the pre-show started. I didn't even know till the pre-show started, which was Cesaro versus RVD in a match, which was an alright match. You know, it's a pre-show match, so what do you expect? We got like 5 straight European uppercuts, which is OD. Like 4 or 5 straight ones. Cesaro had actually hit Robin with one in midair. He caught him with it. Boom, he got hit with it. It was over for him. So after he got hit with that, Robin hit him with the 5-star frog splash, and that was the end of the pre-show. Then we opened up SummerSlam with Hulk Hogan, brother, just rambling and rambling. I was barely paying attention to what he was talking about. I really didn't care. Then the opening match, which was The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship match. And this is one of the matches I was kind of, I kind of wanted to see because, last pay-per-view at Battleground, we had, The Miz win that Battle Royale, and people were angry, including me, because a lot of people don't like The Miz. But I guess this was the payout to the internet people who loved Dolph Ziggler because he won. He actually won the match, but the match, was a good match. It was actually one part of the match was just crazy, where Dolph Ziggler was about to hit the Famouser, and when he had hit it, Miz just like no-sold the crap out of it and hit a skull crushing finale. Dolph Ziggler also super kicked the Miz, but the Miz hit him with a figure 4 leg lock, but still he super kicked the Miz. Then it was. How was the ending? It was a zigzag, which was crazy. It was a zigzag, and that was the ending. Dolph Ziggler is your brand new Intercontinental Champion. I'm happy for him because I want to see Dolph Ziggler as a champion. I like when he was the WWE, when he was the World Heavyweight Champion before. So just give him a title, just give him a singles run because he's gonna, he's good with single titles, U.S. title, World Heavyweight title, even the Intercontinental title. Alright, but let me get to the next match, which was the Divas title match. Honestly, this match should have been farther. It shouldn't have been the second match of the night. It's a Divas title match. Like, the Divas title is supposed to be important. It's supposed to be the title to represent the women's division in the WWE, and it's the second it's the second match of the pay-per-view. So it's whatever. Paige comes out with a new red attire. AJ Lee comes out. Paige starts skipping, mocking AJ Lee or whatever. Match is alright. I mean, had a couple crazy spots, you would say. AJ Lee jumped off of the top rope like she was CM Punk and did the little CM Punk flying clothesline. Did that. AJ Lee pulled out Paige's hair. We got when Paige and knees. If you watch NXT, you know what I'm talking about, where she like freaking goes ham and just knees you in the head so many times. And the ending of this match the ending of this match could have been better. The ending was actually AJ Lee went for the black. I forgot her finisher name. But you know what it is. You already know what it is. The Black Widow, yes. I think that it is. I'm sorry if I said the wrong one. Or whatever. She hit the Black Widow on her, but then Paige reversed into a cradle DDT, also known as the Rampage. And 1, 2, 3, Paige retains her title. But what was the point of making Paige lose the championship about 2 months ago, only for her to win it back? What was the point? If you really wanted her to retain the title, why don't you just let AJ come back and challenge her at like SummerSlam or Battleground for the title? Have something crazy happen at Battleground, have the rematch. It would have been better if they did that. What was the point of her losing a championship only to get it back within 2 months? Well, I don't understand WWE's logic to be honest, I don't understand the WWE. I just don't. I don't. Well, AJ, it wasn't really 2 months. It was like a month and a half, but according to WWE, it was 2 months. But still, what was the point of her? That just shows that WWE does not care about the Divas division. Because if that's supposed to be the title to represent the Divas division, and it's just going back and forth to the same person, like that's just stupid. But anyway, that just is not cool at all. But the next match, which was Rusev versus Jack Swagger in a flag match, winner will get to raise their flag held high, get to wave it and everything. And honestly, this match was, alright. I mean, it's Rusev and Jack Swagger. I mean, honestly, if I was everybody else, everybody thought Jack Swagger was supposed to win, because you never were supposed to, WWE, if you claim that you love America and you have a person who represents Russia, who's like a big enemy to America, win and play the music. Oh, by the way, Jack Swagger lost. And you have them play the music and wave the flag and just say that you all are pro-America, but you let Rusev, who's not pro-America and is all Russia, just raise his, just move around his flag. I honestly do not get that. That's WWE logic again. But the match, it started, Rusev started tackling from behind, but Jack Swagger started hitting Rusev with the ankle lock, the Patriot. Oh my gosh, I do not remember people's finishers, and I really don't care. The ankle lock, and he just had it in there for a minute until the referee until he got off. He got off of him, hit him with the Patriot Act or whatever it is, and after that the match started. Rusev started to dominate Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger came back, and then Rusev hit the accolade. Jack Swagger passed out, and then after that, this is what happened. So after Zeb Coulter, who was an old person, like he could be somebody's grandpa, Rusev just super kicked him. Don't even care. Just kicked him in the face or the shoulder or wherever it was. Kicked him in the face, and then after that, they start to play the Russia national anthem, or Rusev wave the flag. That's so stupid to me. But hey, I'm gonna let the media get to WWE, because you already know somebody's gonna snitch and somebody's gonna talk about it. Why is WWE all for America but has the Russian person winning or whatever? Which is like, I'm gonna let the media get them, because that's not right. If you claim you pro America and you let Russia win, the guy from Russia win, and then play the Russia theme song, the anthem. That's the part that pissed me off. It was the Russian anthem. Like, why would you do that if you're in America doing that? But I'm over it. And then the next match, which was a match I've been waiting for since Battleground, which didn't happen because instead we got a giant brawl, which was Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose in a lumberjack match. This match did not disappoint up until the end. Well, okay, so the match started, you got the mid-card, and below around the ring. Even though Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan was there, they're not supposed to be there. If their gimmick is that they're supposed to be, crazy, weird people, they're not like every other WWE superstar. They're just supposed to be backstage doing weird stuff, not standing in the ring like normal people. They're not normal. That's the thing. But they basically sort of kind of buried them in a way. But it is what it is. And Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, the match was incredible. It did not disappoint me. It might disappoint somebody. Somebody's going to be mad, but it did not disappoint me. It met my expectations of them having a great match. But I mean, it's Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, one of the best two young talents, one of the best two young talents of the newer talents. The only thing that I did not like was it was a lumberjack match, so it was gonna always be a big brawl in the ring towards the end to just basically bore the match and ruin everything. But not after that, I should say, they start to have a normal match until Dean Ambrose started doing crazy stuff like suplexing Seth Rollins off of the top rope. Was it the top? No, like the Cesaro, but he suplexed him off of the rope into a bunch of lumberjacks. Got back in the ring. And then Seth Rollins got out to the crowd. They start to fight in the crowd, and after they fought in the crowd, what's his face? They just start fighting, and then Kane came out saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you not doing your job, which is to keep them superstars in the ring, to keep Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins in the ring?" So they start to fight outside. Then the lumberjacks had got Dean Ambrose, started to carry him back into the ring like he was a crazy person. Seth Rollins was like deuces. He started to walk out. And then the Usos and Stardust. He should not have fought. If he's Stardust or whatever, he shouldn't have not been out there either. I'm just saying, Goldust is different. And then after that, they start to carry Seth Rollins back into the ring, and then I mean, there's nothing else to say. Once they got back into the ring, a giant brawl came out. Goldust came in trying to be a big tough hero until he got that uppercut from Kane, and a big brawl came out. Everybody was took each other out the ring, and then then Dean Ambrose took both Luke and Eric Harper out of the ring, and then got hit in the head with the briefcase from Seth Rollins. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins wins. And the only thing I have to say bad about this match was that brawl, and also that, alright, think about it. Dean Ambrose is not the Money in the Bank winner. Seth Rollins is. So Seth Rollins is going to be a WWE World Heavyweight Champion sooner or later. Dean Ambrose is not. This match, I thought this match was supposed to make him strong. That's why I wish they had the match at Battleground, for example, and it could put both of them over. Like Seth Rollins could have won at Battleground, Dean Ambrose won at SummerSlam, or vice versa. But it is what it is. Next match on the card, Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt. And this is the first match, honestly, that Bray Wyatt was in without Luke Harper or Eric Rowan, and he actually did good. He came in, he didn't even have the Hawaiian shirt this time. He had a butcher's apron, a brown butcher's apron with a hat, the lantern. And it just to me it felt weird because he walked out by himself without them, because he's usually with them all the time, and they were not there this time for some really odd reason. But Chris Jericho came out. It's classic Y2J. He had to count down the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Classic Y2J right there. Light up jacket was brand new, had lights coming from the middle, whatever. But besides that, the match was incredible. If you needed a match that needs to put Bray Wyatt over, use this match. And this was a great match. The winner of this match was Bray Wyatt, which was good, and I'm glad that he won. But I wasn't expecting him to win in that way. But hold on. The thing about it was. Hold on. Alright, sorry. The thing about it was, I honestly thought that Bray Wyatt, Chris Jericho could have did more. He barely did anything in this match, if we're being real. He only did about a couple moves. But honestly, Bray Wyatt basically dominated this probably whole entire match. Chris Jericho got a couple moves in at the beginning, towards the middle, and at the end. But Bray Wyatt dominated this match. Chris Jericho could have did more, but I think it was trying to show how dominant Bray Wyatt can be. He just did crazy stuff. He did the spider walk. But the ending, I should say towards the end, when Chris Jericho was on the apron trying to jump at Bray Wyatt, he hit him with the Umaga, the thumb to the neck with, his little glove with the little leather thing on his thumb. And then he hit him with a Sister Abigail on the barricade, put him in the ring, hit him with a Sister Abigail. 1, 2, 3. Bray Wyatt won. He starts singing. He's got the whole world in his hands. Now, this is the first rivalry, I have to say. Well, no, the second one where Bray Wyatt has been put over, because the last rivalry he was in, he was not putting over against John Cena. We all thought Cena was going to put him over. No. Because the last person Cena put over was, I wouldn't say Cesaro, because he beat Cesaro, but I would have to say Daniel Bryan was at last year's SummerSlam. That's the last person he put over. He didn't put over Bray Wyatt in that last few because it was a last man standing match and Bray Wyatt lost. And Cena didn't put him over. But Chris Jericho will do always Chris Jericho is always gonna push, younger talent to, make them better. And Jericho did put over Bray Wyatt in a good match. Now the next match on the card, which was Stephanie McMahon versus Brie Bella, and this match should have been at the beginning, and the Divas Championship match should have been right here. I'm saying if it's a championship match should be towards the end of the show, but that's none of my business. And this match was, an average Divas match. Stephanie McMahon just, I wasn't watching wrestling when Stephanie McMahon started wrestling, when she was supposedly wrestling. So, but she came out looking like a black superhero. She wore like a whole black leather suit. And then Brie Bella came out with the Brie mode or whatever. Good match. The ending is what's really the best part of this match and the most controversial. Alright, so when what's her face? Brie had hit the LaBelle, the yes lock on Stephanie McMahon. And Triple H came out during that process, and then he had pulled the referee out, right? And Nikki Bella was just standing there. She was looking, and I can already tell what was gonna happen. I could tell that it was gonna happen sooner or later, but I didn't think it was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna happen earlier, not now. But what happened was Triple H was in the ring, and Brie Bella had kicked Triple H off the apron or whatever, and then he got in the ring. Nikki Bella got in the ring. I thought she was gonna do something then, but then they both had crowded her, and this would happen. So we all thought Nikki Bella was gonna punch Stephanie McMahon, but she pushes Stephanie McMahon out the way and hits her own sister on purpose, and just looks at her and gets out the ring. Triple H is like, yeah, or whatever, Triple H just does whatever he wants. He just looked at her. You saw the sausages on the back of his neck get turned, you saw the sausages on the back of his neck start to roll up more. And then Stephanie McMahon hit the pedigree, 1, 2, 3. That was the end of the match. And then Nikki Bella just stood there the whole time outside, just looked lost. And she's turned heel now. But what's the point of making Nikki and Brie break up? They're like sisters. They do everything together. And then once their rivalry is gonna be over, what's gonna happen to Nikki and Brie? Because they're always together, they're never apart. So I wonder what's gonna happen to them. But I think the reason she turned heel, and we all know, because and Nikki's gonna say this on Raw. If she's on Raw and they have a conversation or whatever, she's probably gonna be like, "You left me basically to dry and die when you decide to quit and do whatever you want to do." That's exactly what's gonna happen. But anyway, it's none of my business. The next match, which was Roman Reigns versus Randy. Hold on. Before that, we had the Totino's bowl winner, Mama's War. I was actually watching that on YouTube. I was interested in it, but it's whatever. It showed them in the crowd. They some of the celebrities they had. Let's see, Maria Menounos. You already know who's gonna see her. Michelle Beadle from Sports Nation on ESPN. She's a wrestling fan, but remember, if you don't remember, she had that little confrontation with AJ Lee back at Tribute to the Troops in December, because she was talking to AJ Lee's man, CM Punk or whatever, hitting on him or whatever. But that's none of my business. And we saw her. We saw my favorite female MMA fighter, Ronda Rousey, with the squad and the hat, and Bill Simmons from NBC. I mean, not NBC, ABC. The NBA. The post, pre-show, middle, halftime show. All that. That Grantland, all that. That's what he do. His podcast. That's why. And then those are all the people who was in the crowd. It wasn't. One thing I'm gonna talk about. The SummerSlam stage was basic. It was just they took the effects of Raw and just put SummerSlam on it, because the arena looked smaller to me. The Staples Center, from last year, it looked huge last year. This year, it looked alright. It wasn't it wasn't amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. It wasn't that amazing, to be honest. If we're being real, it wasn't that amazing. But the next match, Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton, which was a very violent and brutal match, I should say. But this match, honestly, was not about Randy Orton winning at all, because if it was, he would have won. It was all about Roman Reigns being on top and being victorious like he said he would. So that was the whole point of that match. And honestly, it was a couple parts that I liked that made me go crazy. It was a part of Roman Reigns. He was about to go for a spear, hit with an RKO right in the motions. Also, he's about to get pumped. And what was it? Let me go back. It was another part. He was about to go for another spear, but Randy Orton reversed it into a power slam. We got a superplex. We got a lot in this match. But honestly, the ending was, in my opinion, I have to say the ending was perfect. So Roman Reigns, after getting RKO, he was just standing there. And right when Randy Orton was about to go up for the RKO, he got hit with a spear. No, not RKO. The punt to the head. He got hit with a spear. He was laid out. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns, everybody was going crazy. Roman Reigns is, won. And honestly, Roman Reigns needed this win because, the last pay-per-view, Battleground, he didn't win. But he needed this win to boost him up in a way. The next match, which was probably, I wouldn't say disappointing, but had high expectations for a very low match. Because this match was not the best match. And the main event, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, was supposed to be the biggest fight of the summer, which actually turned out to be the most dominant match in Brock Lesnar's career. This match was garbage. This was not a good match. This was probably the worst championship match I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Like, the WWE Championship is supposed to be really important, and the match for it was complete dominance on Brock Lesnar's part. 16 German suplexes, my dude, or my female, or whoever watching this. 16 German suplexes. Or aka 16 belly-to-back suplexes. The match started out with a couple hits in the F5. John Cena, he's going to come back, hit him with a couple two pieces, and then he hit him with an attitude adjustment. They ain't do nothing because he started beating the crap out of John Cena again on Brock Lesnar. He started to murder. He murdered John Cena in that ring. And John Cena's gimmick is supposed to be, never give up. John Cena should retire after this match. He disappointed me. I believed in John Cena because, if you didn't know, I'm a John Cena fan. And I was expecting him to win. But no, he did not. And the worst part about it, Cena gave up. He, towards the end, because, Cena, this was, the main event. This match was supposed to be important. This match was supposed to be really important. And WWE just buried John Cena. John Cena should, retire. He should never wrestle again. He should never lace his pair of boots up again. I'm still a fan of John Cena, but he should not come back to the WWE for a whole year after what just happened. He got murdered on TV, on pay-per-view, on the WWE Network for $9.99 a month. He got murdered. 16 German suplexes, an F5 within 30 seconds of the match. Another F5. A bunch of punches. This match, Brock Lesnar is the brand new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, unfortunately. But what's the point of him being champion? Because Brock Lesnar is not your everyday wrestling guy. He shows up twice a year. Brock Lesnar shows up 2 to 3 times a year. And about 3 times a year so far. 2 to 3 times a year. And if he's going to be WWE World Heavyweight Champion, what's the point of giving it to him if he's just going to keep the title and never show up? And John Cena, like I said, I'm sorry what I'm going to say, because I believed in John Cena and he disappointed me. It's like he disappointed everybody else who believed in John Cena. He got murdered. And I've never seen a championship match. I've never seen somebody get murdered on a championship match. That's an important match. He got 16 German suplexes. The match was it wasn't the best match, but it was a statement match showing that Brock Lesnar. It shows that Brock Lesnar still got it. It's like Brock Lesnar never this match basically showed Brock Lesnar never left. This is the Brock Lesnar I like from back 2002. This is the 2002, 2003 dominant Brock Lesnar. He was killing Undertaker. Very dominant year for Brock Lesnar. He murdered the Big Show this year. Don't get me started on that. What happened at the Royal Rumble? He ended the Undertaker streak. That's history right there. And he's now the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion. But honestly, I want to see what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw, because there's no way he's going to be WWE World Heavyweight Champion if he's not going to show up on every single, show and wrestle every pay-per-view, because he can't really do that, because I think the diverticulitis or whatever. But if he could, that'd be cool. But like, it's just like Brock Lesnar. I don't know, man. It's just not. He's not the right person, because he's not on every show. But anyway, guys, the SummerSlam pay-per-view, I have to give it a 8 out of 10. 2 reasons why I'm deducting points. That main event match. If y'all were also, I forgot to mention, SummerSlam's 6-year time with Los Angeles is over. Next SummerSlam is gonna be at the MetLife Stadium in New York, New Jersey, I think, or I'm just guessing, because that's, they have WrestleMania 29 over there. But I'm going to give it about a 9 out of 10. The only reason I'm deducting, a couple points is the main event match. It could have been an incredible match. It could have been CM Punk, Brock Lesnar from last year's SummerSlam type match. But that wasn't even a match. That was a murder. That was murder right there. And I'm also deducting because SummerSlam, they could have made the arena look better. I'm just saying. Arena looked like Raw and SmackDown, but it had blue and orange in it. I mean, blue, yellow, and orange instead of red and blue. Arena looked the same. Anyway, guys, you know what to do. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Do what you do to support me. Follow me on all my social media sites on the link in the description below. Anyway, guys, I'm outie. Peace.